Matthew 7:24 reads like this. It says, "Therefore, everyone who hears these words of mine and acts on them will be like a wise man who built his house on a rock." Therefore, everyone who hears these words of mine and acts on them will be like a wise man who built his house on a rock. One thing is that we must utilize wisdom in every area of our life. Because when we are utilizing wisdom, we are attentive to the words and the ways of our Father. And Jesus is teaching us a valuable lesson here. This scripture says, "Therefore, anyone who hears my words," and then it says, "and acts on them," and he is strong on application. Jesus is strong on application. You have to do more than just hear. You have to do more than just listen. He is wanting us to do what? He is wanting us to act on his words, apply his words, so you can be a wise builder. He likens that type of person up unto a wise person, or a wise man, or a wise woman. He says, therefore, I like reading this. Therefore, anyone who hears these words of mine, Jesus says, and acts on them, will be like a wise man who built his house on a rock. You see, verse 24 describes the parable of two builders, where Jesus explains that a person who hears his words and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on a rock foundation. You see, this means, people of God, that a life built on obedience to Jesus' teaching and stable will withstand life's challenges. And withstand life challenges. You're going to have to withstand life challenges, such as the wind, the rain, the floods, what represents trials and temptations. You guys, while a life built on simply the words without acting is unstable. He gives us a contrast here. He gives us a contrast on how a person builds and how a person shouldn't build. And so a person that builds his house upon the solid foundation is a person that can withstand the wind, the rains, and the floods, and all of that comes with life. You can deal with some stuff when you build correctly.